Hello students, how are you? I hope everyone will be fine. And today we are going to start the continuity and differentiability this chapter. This is the first topic of calculus, and from calculus in board examination you will get total 35 marks. From this chapter you will get around 8 marks. From calculus total marks is 35, and calculus contains chapter 5, chapter 6, chapter 7, chapter 8 and chapter 9. Is it clear everyone? So 5 chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up to differential equations. Okay, all are calculus portions. From calculus portions you will get total 35 marks. From this chapter you can expect two questions, one from continuity and one from derivatives, right? So today I'll explain continuity. When we can say a function is continuous function, right? So in class 11 already you got this topic related to derivatives and limits. At that place in class 11 at that place we observe if limit exists, then left hand limit should be equal to right hand limit. Then we can say that limit exists at a given points, right? Now just observe graph of any function. Suppose y equals to fx be a real functions and its graphing like that. If you observe graph of this, okay, then you will not observe any breaking point between a and b. So we can say that fx is continuous, no breaking point here. Okay, so what is continuous function? Let y equals to fx be a real function and c be any real numbers, okay, lies between a and b. Then fx is continuous at x equals to c. If limit x tends to c fx, that means limiting value at point c is equals to fc. fc means image of that functions at point c, and limit x tends to c fx means its left hand limit. Left hand limit will be limit h tends to 0 fc minus h, that is left hand limit, and limit h tends to 0 fc plus h, right hand limit. So this is c minus h and this is c plus h. At point c minus h we get left hand limit, limiting value of that function, and at point c plus h we get right hand limit. If left hand limit, right hand limit and image all three are equal, then we can say that function is continuous at point c, right? Is it clear everyone? So if continuous function we are checking, then we have to find left hand limit. Left hand limit should be equals to right hand limit should be equals to fc, that means image at point c. Now we are going to start 5.1. Some questions I'll show here and some questions you will do at home. Okay, if any problem you will face, then through WhatsApp you can ask me. So just check first question of 5.1. Prove that the function fx equals to 5x minus 3 is continuous at point 0, at point x equals to minus 3 and at point x equals to 5. This is our first question. So I'll grab this question. So first questions. Stop. Okay, answer 1. So here fx is 5x minus 3. We have to check this function is continuous at x equals to 0, at x equals to 3 and at x equals to 5, at x equals to minus 3. So I am showing out of these 3, one I will show and other 2 you will do. So at x equals to 0 I am showing. So how we can check this function is continuous at x equals to 0? So we will have to find left hand limit. So first write at x equals to 0. We are checking at x equals to 0. So first we will find left hand limit. So limit h tends to 0, f 0 minus h. If you are checking at point 0, then you write here 0, because formula was limit h tends to 0, f c minus h. So here value of c is 0, right? Now here it will put limit h tends to 0, right? F 0 minus h means f minus h. Now fx is given 5x minus 3, right? So f minus h will be limit h tends to 0, 5 minus h minus 3, right? Now after that you can put value of h equals to 0 here, because we are not getting denominator. So denominator if we are not getting, then we will not get 0 at denominator. So directly h equals to 0 we can put here. Then limited value, left hand limit will get. So 5 into, here it will put 0, then it will be 0 minus 3. So we are getting minus 3. That is the value of left hand limit. Now right hand limit. Right hand limit equals to limit h tends to 0, f 0 plus h. Right hand limit here c plus h. Left hand limit c minus h. Value of c is 0. So here limit h tends to 0. Now f 0 plus h is fh. Now fh का value here, limit h tends to 0, 5. Value of x, in place of x we have to put h minus 3, right? Here minus h we put, here h. Now h equals to 0, then 5 into 0 minus 3, so we are getting minus 3. In class 11 also we found left hand limit, right hand limit. Here one extra things we have to find, that is f 0, that is image, right? f0 will be, here fx is 5x minus 3. So f0, how will get? 5 into 0 minus 3. 5 into 0 minus 3. So it is minus 3. Now observe, left hand limit ka value minus 3, right hand limit ka value minus 3, and f0 also minus 3. All three are equal. So left hand limit equals to right hand limit equals to f0. Therefore fx is continuous at x equals to 0. Similarly we can check at x equals to minus 3 and at x equals to 5. This is one kind of questions we are getting in 5.1. And second kind of questions is function is continuous, already given. We have to find unknown things like k ka value or a or b. Is it clear? One, we have to check function is continuous or not. Second type of questions, you will get find the value of k if function is continuous, or find a relation between a and b if function is continuous. So you will get question number 17, 18, 26, 27, 28, 29. All are similar type of questions. One I am showing question number 27. How we can find if function is continuous, it is given, and value of k we have to find. So I will grab this. Question number 26. Answer 26. Now read very carefully that question. Find the value of k so that the function f is continuous at indicated point in exercise 26 to 29. So here what is given function, just check. Okay. So here question number 26, fx is given k cos x upon pi minus 2x if x not equals to pi by 2, and its value is 3 if x equals to pi by 2 and it is continuous at x equals to pi by 2. So we have to find left hand limit at point pi by 2, right hand limit at point pi by 2, and image at point pi by 2. So left hand limit equals to limit h tends to 0. We are checking at point pi by 2. So it is f pi by 2 minus what? H. Right? So pi by 2 minus h is less than pi by 2. pi by 2 minus 8. Now, if you subtract something from pi by 2, then it will be less than pi by 2. If it is less than pi by 2, then we have to consider this function. So limit h tends to 0. Here you have to put pi by 2 minus h. So k cos pi by 2 minus h upon pi minus 2 into pi by 2 minus h, right? So we know that cos 90 degree minus theta is what? Sin theta. So limit h tends to 0, k sin h. Now if we multiply this minus 2 here also or here also, then we will get pi minus pi plus 2 pi. Pi cancel, right? K by 2 is constant, so we can keep outside. Limit h tends to 0, sin h by, okay, sin h by 2h here, 2h. So here we get sin h by h. Now we know that limit h tends to 0, sin h by h equals to 1 in class 11. You have learned this formula. So it is k by 2 into 1, since limit x tends to 0, sin x upon x equals to 1. So it is k by 2. Similarly, right hand limit also we find. So right hand limit h tends to 0, f pi by 2 plus h. Here also pi by 2 plus h means more than pi by 2. So if x not equals to pi by 2, that means less than also, greater than also. We have to consider this function. So limit h tends to 0, k cos pi by 2 plus h minus pi minus 2 into pi by 2 plus h. So limit h tends to 0, k, here in second quadrant pi by 2 plus h lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant cos will be negative, so here 1 minus sin h upon pi minus 2h, pi cancel. So limit h tends to 0, minus k sin h upon minus 2h, minus cancel, k by 2 take common, limit h tends to 0, sin h upon h. Already we have written here 1, so it is also k by 2. So here k by 2. So left hand limit ka value we got k by 2, right hand limit also k by 2. One more thing we have to find, that is f pi by 2. If f pi by 2 means value of x is pi by 2. What is given? 3. So its value is 3. Now since function is continuous already given, so all 3 will be equal. It means k by 2 equals to 3, right? Because left hand limit equals to right hand limit equals to image. So k by 2 equals to 3, so k equals to 6. I hope you understood. Here second type of questions, first type of questions, what we have to do? We have to check fx is continuous or not. In second type of questions, function is continuous, we have to find the value of k or a or b. Is it clear? These two type of questions, out of these two type of questions, any one you can get in board examination. Okay, thank you very much.